So on my YouTube channel at ChrisofGames, you can see that I made a nation called Von Julia in a simulation game called NationStates. Right now, they're having an event called Nuke Day or End Day. And it's happening right now. So as you can see, here we are in the nation of Von Julia. If you want to know more about it, go ahead and watch the playlist on my YouTube channel. But right now, a nuclear war games is happening right now. Let's go to this nuclear scoreboard because I want to show you that I am part of a faction. As you can see, nukes fly until the timer runs out and everyone is happy and peaceful again. So, as Von Julia, I am currently part of the Potato Alliance, and as you can see, there's a lot of things going on. But I'll get to that. So right here, in your nation page, there is a place where it says Nuke Control. This only pops up during Nuke Day. And in it, you can see that we have production. So, production happens or builds up. You get orders from your faction on what to do. As you saw, we did have an order: strategic and economic specialists keep a stockpiling shield. So that's what we're gonna do. But I do want to shoot some missiles so I can show you what that feels like. So basically, production just keeps ramping up, just grows. You don't really need to do anything with it. So we go in here, and as you can see, we have production to build certain types of things. We can build nukes, we can build shields. Those are the only two things. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make 5 nukes, use that, even though I'm economic and I was told to stockpile. But don't worry, because I have some more. Right here, we'll build 9 shields. There we go. Got 9 shields. So let me show you how we use the nukes. We bring Hellfire. What am I targeting? Oh, so I'm going to be targeting nations from this faction. So to do that, let's pick a nation that we can shoot some missiles at. Let's attack this one. And we'll target, and we will send 17 nukes. And then we'll go back, find another one, and we're going to send the rest. Oh, I'm going to hit. I'm going to send a nuke to the lovable dogs. Oh, how sad. And then we'll send the rest of the nukes. Alright, as you can see, production is just going to slowly climb. So, targeting is not launching your nukes. Targeting is picking a nation to attack. It takes 10 minutes for targeting to complete, after which nukes are ready for launch. Targets are automatically decommissioned if not fired within 1 hour, and the nukes return to your stockpile. So if we don't use it, like that other nation that we did, it goes back to our stockpile. So right now, the order is to hold fire until order given. So we'll have to wait for a second. I guess while that's happening, I'm gonna do some issues. So I'm just gonna do this, pull up the issues menu. We're gonna go ahead and do some issues. So this is part of the game in general, where you get to answer issues, and that's what we're gonna do. So first, we have Happy Pranks Giving. So the issue is the wildly popular BBC television series Prank Yard Wars has long depicted a lovable team of practical jokers attempting to outdo each other with harmless mischief. However, following a recent dip in ratings, their increasingly elaborate antics led to the accidental incineration of a public park, several houses, and most of the local fire station's equipment. Perfect. So we have the issue, and then here are some choices. So first choice is it was just a prank. Wales, one of the jokers in question, Silvio Dogbutt Hamilton. You can't hold us liable for it. We just thought foof sounded like a funny chemical name. You know, like you got foofed. How are we supposed to know? It makes pretty much everything it touches burst into flames. People need to lighten up and consider our intentions before grabbing their pitchforks. Okay. Next one is dioxygen. Difluoride is one of the most dangerous chemicals in existence. We cannot allow this kind of irresponsible behavior, roars Police Chief Esma Normis. Okay. Widely flailing about with her baton. They cannot possibly have acquired it without knowing exactly what it does. Let me bring them up on chemical weapons charges, and we'll see who's laughing when they get convicted as the terrorists they are. We must have zero tolerance for these so-called pranksters. I would assume a producer would have warned them, but that's beside the point. Third choice, we all know that the people making the decisions aren't the screen talent, but the producers. There we go. Interjects four-time Golden Dog winning actor Carl Trump, head of the Performers Guild. They control the purse strings, so they are responsible for the content. You should fine them for forcing these poor performers to endanger themselves like that, and maybe toss in some criminal charges to boot. Nobody should have to risk their safety just to get a paycheck. Okay. And then number 4. Now, let's sit down and have a nice fireside chat together. Rolls the soothing sentiment of Paris Clark, the unusually charismatic head anchor for BBC News. I'm certain we can negotiate a settlement that will make all parties happy. If you look the other way on any laws that may have been broken, we can ensure that everything will be rebuilt better than before. And I can toss in some positive coverage of your current legislation efforts. Ooh, I love corruption. So, Von Julia has a new president, and in the previous video people voted for that president. You guys voted for that president, and the president that was chosen was Republican Party President David J. And how I'm gonna do issues is that I'm gonna answer them as if I was President David J. So a little bit of role play. So as a right-leaning party that David J is part of, we have certain things to think about. What choice would President David J choose? Would it be this one? Blame the actors or the pranksters? Blame the producers? Or, look away and pretend nothing happened and get paid off? To me, I would punish the producers, but I feel like President David J would be a little more reactionary to things. So I think he would choose number 2, unfortunately. So when we choose that, we go to this, we get a talking point. The class clowns are frequently listed among the most dangerous criminals in the nation. A funny blurb, basically. And then we go down. We have some recent headlines like tourism industry braces for influx, conservative groups toast rising morality, and others that you can read yourself. And then we move down to recent trends. So these are just data that happens when you answer. Any of this is inconsequential of what's happening. So as you can see, if you are a data person, you can look at these data and see what's going up, going down, but you can pause the video to do that yourself. Okay, next issue, Hattie Treaty Spat turns catty. All right, this is a 4 choices. Okay, So the issue, university scholars recently made headlines for the discovery that an antiquated treaty between the government and the native Violet Stone tribe was never correctly translated into the tribe's language. The treaty, in which the tribe agreed to give up a substantial portion of their native lands, used verb tenses which implied that the agreement was only temporary. Speakers have converged in your office from each of the 4 directions to give their opinions on the matter. Okay. First opinion. Chief Sitting Dog, elected representative of the Violet Stone tribe, paces in front of your desk indignantly. All my ancestors have been cheated of our sacred land by your people. How are we supposed to thrive on tiny parcels of arid land like Spruce Ridge and Leaning Rock reservations? I demand that all that was once ours is immediately returned to us, regardless of whether the land is privately or publicly owned. It is our heritage and birthright. Second, this simply cannot happen, proclaims Bjork Tate, your Minister of Housing and Development, after Chief Sitting Dog has returned to the sweat lodge that he constructed on your front lawn. These people are laying claim to productive commercial and industrial zones, along with residential land that was settled by thousands of families. We cannot afford to give up these areas, so what if a few minorities get upset? We need to keep this land for the prosperity of Von Julia. Okay. Number 3, third choice, third opinion, at least. Your exasperated secretary hurries over to deliver a new folder of issues to you. Obviously, we can't just return the land. It's too valuable to the country. But we can't ignore these people either. They're too large a percentage of our population to be disregarded. Looking pensive, she pauses for a moment and readjusts her glasses. How about we reimburse them another way? A lump sum of a few $million marks should settle them down, right? Okay. And the final choice, the fourth choice, listen to this codswallop, grumbles your bigoted great uncle while jotting down a series of misspelled racist slogans in a tattered notebook. Oh boy. These leeches have contributed nothing worth having to our glorious, serene democratic republic. They're lazy vagrants who create a burden on civilized society. All they do is take drugs and commit crimes. Why not just eject them from the country? Only our race is good enough for Von Julia. Gosh. So as President David J answering these choices, I am I'm not going to choose number 4. No, Von Julia is not going to have bigots and racists. So I feel like President David J would probably say no, and he would probably choose number 2. Theft is considered to be okay if the crime happened a long time ago. Great. Alright, here are some recent headlines. If you want to watch it, parents teach preschoolers preemptive strike doctrine. Free market fine, government initiative shows. More headlines and data. Woo. Next issue. Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte. Okay. Ooh, this is 3 choices. Your personal assistant, Charlotte Sweet, has threatened to tell the newspapers you had an affair with her unless you give her lots of money. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see where this goes. Number 1, even if you never went near her, we can't let this story get out, says your chief of staff. Think of the scandal. No. Pay her. Pay the tabloids, pay anyone who's ever heard the word affair. Pay them as much as it takes to make this disappear. Sure, this might be a quick and dirty solution, but sometimes you have to put your career first. Okay, number 2, we just have to make sure she doesn't win over the public with her deceptions, counsels your attorney Simon Filsamy. Force all the newspapers to expose her as a liar. Release statements saying you stand by your family. Drastic measures must be taken to ensure media truth. Now let's prep your testimony. Repeat after me. I did not have an affair with that woman. Okay. And then number 3, maybe this little problem really isn't a dilemma, opines your press advisor Artemis May. We live in modern times, and I don't think the public care about who sleeps with whom. You're better off seizing the initiative and telling the world about every relationship you've had in a series of memoirs. Make it juicy enough to be exciting, and at the very least, people will say you're honest. People don't say that a whole lot about politicians these days. Alright. I think President David J would probably choose number 2 and just deny. Okay, so we're going to choose that one. Let's see what it says. Talking point, President David J claims to be the epitome of family of value. Okay, so here are some headlines. Von Julia more chill than ever before. Our new edition, less politics, more pictures. Government shuts down troublemakers. And then here are some recent trends. Fun. So we can go to the next one. Scandal rocks von Julia's government. Okay. Here's the issue. A tabloid magazine, The National Incriminator, has revealed the sordid details of an affair between one of your top advisors, Robert Lotz-Lovin, and his secretary. Okay. What are the choices? They found out I did what? Advisor Lotz-Lovin says in his morning meeting in your office. That last name is very unfortunate in this kind of scenario. This just can't happen. How can government officials do their jobs properly if we have to work under the constant scrutiny of these idiotic supermarket tabloids? I say tabloid newspapers must be banned, and we must not allow newspapers to speak ill of our government officials, for the good of von Julia, of course. Okay, number 2. Unbelievable, says Reverend Tosongba Chatwin of the local Catholic Church. Our government officials must be held to a higher standard than this. Mr. Lotz-Lovin must be removed from office and prosecuted. We cannot allow such disgusting corruption within the halls of justice. Okay. And number 3. Whoa, hey now. Argues Senator Andreas Hyde. What happened to Mr. Lotz-Lovin is no different than affairs that happen all over von Julia every day. Before you know it, they'll be after your sexual history. I think what we need to do is take the public attention off of it somehow, perhaps by, I don't know, giving them a tax cut. That'll divert their attention from this momentary distraction just long enough for Mr. Lotz-Lovin's divorce process to end. Alright, what would President David J choose? I think he'd go against the newspapers, unfortunately. I wouldn't choose that, but that's what President David J would choose. So newspapers may not print any negative stories about the government. Von Julia's political freedoms fell from below average to some. So this is in reference to this right here, as you can see. It tracks certain things, and these are the things: civil rights, economy, and political freedom. And what was the one that changed the political freedom? Yeah, so it went from below average to some. So that's what changed. All right, so here are some headlines. Clothing retailers look forward to bumper season. And incomes rising, economists says. And then, we got a new policy. Oh boy. We have a new policy. Only state-controlled media is permitted. Oh boy. Oh, this is a... Oh god, this is a banner. This never have clamped down on free press. Oh gosh. I don't like this is where this is going. Alright, and here's some recent trends. Take a pause if you want to look at it. But yeah, so these banners or postcards actually show up right here. You can change them and they'll show up. I'm definitely not putting that up on von Julia. Alright, so before the final issue, let's see what's going on. Fire. Well, I guess it's time to fire. In seconds. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We are going to finish this issue, and then that should be enough to launch all my missiles. So, the last issue, Down the Rabbit Hole. This is a 3-choice one. Okay. Here's the issue. After numerous cases of brief delirium were reported in the countryside, local scientists and health officials have narrowed down the potential causes to a hallucinogenic toxin produced by a microbe that normally incubates within rabbits. Apparently, the close contact rural farmers had with tainted rabbit excrement resulted in their delusions. In response, several apoplectic and assertive citizens have accosted you while on your morning stroll to deal with the issue. To hear the choices. This is ridiculous, shouts avid home gardener Alice Cheshire. I can't even tend my own flower beds without falling into a psychedelic trance. If I hallucinate one more rabbit wearing a waistcoat and pocket watch, I'm going to lose it. We must eradicate this menace, even if it means killing all the rabbits in Von Julia. Off with their heads. Oh gosh, okay, 2. Whoa. Let's not be too hasty here, interjects microbiologist and pharmaceutical spokeswoman Anita Plausibo. Wow, I pushed those words through. This rabbit colon-based microbe gives us a rare and profitable opportunity to further both our understanding of biology and medicine. Throw a little funding our way and we can trap some live specimens, analyze the microbe up close, and get all of Von Julio hooked on it by Sunday. Okay, and then the final choice, you all keep missing the point. These aren't just hallucinations caused by poop. They're gifts from the great rabbit goddess, asserts escaped mental patient and neo-pagan Sibyl Dog McGee, wearing her ceremonial rabbit patterned robe and bunny slippers. Through consuming the rabbit's sacred defecation, we are blessed with miraculous visions of the future. Okay. Alright. Heed my prophecies and I'll get Von Julia on the right path in no time. After swallowing a handful of rabbit droppings, she twitches awkwardly on the ground while sputtering ill-fated prognostications. Alright, so as President David J is on the right-leaning side, I think he would just shoot all the rabbits. Unfortunately, it's not my choice. You people voted for President David J, and I'm just following what he does. So let's choose number 1. Wigged out hunters report playing croquet with the Queen of Hearts. Okay, and here are the headlines. Tourism industry discounts benefit locals. Okay. Banana sales curve upward. Alright, and we got a new postcard. Golden Age. Cherish the well-being of old and young alike. Okay. And retirement. Extend your citizen's average lifespan by 80 years. Cool. And then here are the recent trends. Alright, so it is time to launch all our nukes. So let's go ahead and launch them. 1, a 2, and a 3. So we have 40 launches going to those nations. Let's go ahead because we did get some trading cards. So there is a trading card system in this game, and we have a new pack. You get the packs by answering issues. All right, there we go. So let's see what cards we get. Big money, no, nothing. Too normal. Ooh, we have one that we can bid, so we can sell it. Put it up for auction. Oh, we have another one. Oh, this is, I think this is rare. The ultra rare, okay. And then we have a normal card. So if we go to trading cards here, go to the value, we can see all the cards that have asks. Asks are basically people that want to sell. So if someone wants to sell something, they sell it for 3 and I can buy it. Bids are what other people want. If they want a card, that's how much they're willing to pay. Do I want to sell anything? Let's see if we can sell this. I don't want to sell that. I want to sell this. We can sell that, and we can sell that. Don't want to sell that. Got any more? No. Okay. Let's see if we can sell this. It has to be for the right price. So someone wants it for 25 and this goes for 20. So I'd make 0.05 profit. So sure. Yeah, let's go sell it. Alright, moving to the next card. They want this for 12. This goes for 10. Make 0.02 profit. So we'll sell that. And then next Swan District goes for 5. I don't get any profit. But I'm gonna go ahead and sell it anyways. Oops, I forgot. Let's try it again. There we go. And then finally, we have this Telosa. So common cards only go for 1, and someone wants it for 5. So we make a 0 or 0.04 profit. I'm gonna go sell that. Let's try it again because it didn't work. There we go. Boom. Sold. Or getting sold. Alright, let's check nuke control. Go here. I can't produce anything. 6 minutes until I can shoot at this place. Alright. Well, I think the next thing we can do is go to the forums because this is a role-playing simulation game. And let me see, we can go to fact books, find something maybe we can answer. Now let's see, view our posts. So I don't see anything. Let's try another place. Board index. Forum 7 is also a fun forum to go into. So let's see. I like the ones where they compare things. I don't see any right now. Judging by the flag is a nation left, center, or right. Okay, we can do that. The two nations above are in war. Who do you support? We can do that. We can see if someone supports me or not. Two above nations, which one has the better flag? Oh, that's a fun one to do. Alright, so judging by the flag is a nation left, center, or right. So what flag are we judging? This is the flag we are judging. What do you think? I'm feeling right. I'm gonna say right. Let's do right. Hopefully no one answered before me. Okay, perfect. Alright, next. The two nations above are in war. Who do you support? Alright, so we're comparing two nations. Do we support Dragonia, or do we support America 1960s? Let's support America 1960s, because, you know, it's America in the 1960s. So we're gonna choose that one. There we go. And then finally, out of the two above nations, which one has the better flag? So this is comparing flags. Scrolling down, we have this one and this one. Honestly, this one hurts my eyes, so we're going to choose this one. This is simple, but also says a lot. It has a cool design, right? If we look closer at them, yeah, pretty cool design compared to this one. I don't know about the stripes on this one. I think this one's a moth. But yeah, we shall choose. There we go. And then we can check back later to see if someone posted after us and see if, like, you know, we got chosen. All right, 3 minutes. Ugh. Okay. Production's at 3. Okay, we can wait a little bit more. Let's go ahead and see how our faction is doing. We have a lot of shields. We have a lot of targets. Can I check? Let's see. Intercepts. Oh, our one shield defending. So they stockpiled shields, and those shields can go to somebody else. That is what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and do that. Nobody answered. That's too bad. Okay, so we'll give it a minute. We can launch our stuff. I'll be ready in 2 minutes. Oh wow, would you look at that? The Potato Alliance, because they stockpiled and they're just hammering at a faction now, the score goes up. That's cool. And as you can see right here, there's an archive of each nuke day they had. So that's what is happening. Okay, we should be able to attack now. Yes, let's go ahead and launch. Boom, boom, boom. Launches incoming. So let me check one more time to see if anyone answered. Oh, yes. Perfect. The one, 2 nations above you. Who do you support? So that's the person support me. Yes, they do. Okay, so it's actually twice. So once this person answers out of these 2, then it's me versus Westralia. So it's good to know that someone would ally with Von Julia than ally with America in the 1960s. Alright everybody, I'm back at NationStates. Nuke Day has ended, and unfortunately the Potato Alliance was utterly destroyed. If we go to news right here and check End Day Aftermath, as you can see, the Potato Alliance was totally destroyed, and the winner of Nuke Day 8 was the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Alright, just wanted to give that update, and then I also wanted to check the forum posts that we did. So it looks like no one answered judging by the flag is the nation left, center, or right. That has still yet to be answered. But we can go to this one where people judge flags or flag designs and see where Von Julia stands. So as we know before, out of these 2 nations, we have the better flag, and then between us 2 here, it looks like Astoria has the better flag. That's fine. We have a 1-to-1 ratio of a win, and you know, that's fine with me. Alright, so with that update of the Nuke Day events, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and I'll see you in the next video. ChrisofGames out.